Hi y'all, welcome to my channel. Let's talk about packaging ideas for your soap, for your laundry bar soap. Stay tuned. Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel on Bamji Foods DIY. I want to show you guys some ideas about how you can package your laundry soap. So many persons are having issue with this. Should I leave my soap naked or should I package my soap? But all that depends on you if you can actually fund it. This particular nylon I'm using to package my soap right now, look at it very well. It's called self-adhesive nylon because of the gum stain at the end. You can actually seal it with a sealing machine if you want it to be tightly closed. If you have a sealing machine, and if the nylon itself is actually bigger than your soap, you can just use a sealing machine to seal it up and you have your soap looking well presentable. If you have a customer or a neighbor or a friend that buys a carton of your soap and you don't want to leave it naked in the carton, you can go ahead and buy this kind of nylon to package your soap. This is the second option of the nylon. This particular type of nylon is very thick. It can take heat. It's normally used by those who sell peanuts and chin-chin. You can always see it in the market. It does not have any gum stain at the end. It is an open-ended nylon, so it needs to be sealed. So if you don't have a sealing machine, you can actually buy the first type, which is self-adhesive nylon, than buying this type that needs to be sealed with a sealing machine. Although I will show you another option of how you can use the particular nylon that does not have a sealing end. So this particular self-adhesive nylons, in fact, all of them comes in different sizes. This is a very small size that can fit in a normal 150 naira soap in Nigeria, or will I say a normal 130 gram, 250 gram bar soap. It can enter it and fit it in perfectly. Let's take, for instance, you are giving your soap to a nearby store beside your house that sun do not affect their goods. It is actually very presentable and likely that you are supposed to package your soap in this kind of nylon before you can give to them to sell. It makes your product look very attractive and presentable, irrespective of the fact that you have stamped it. Some persons always wonder, what is this shape I'm seeing beside this particular commercial soap? How do they come about it? Well, that's a plodding machine that actually gave those designs of those soap. But you can do it yourself. That is what this channel is for, DIY. Do it yourself. This is just a door bolt end that is being attached to a wood. And I'm using it to actually groove my soap and give my soap a very beautiful shape. And the outcome looks like a soap that is machine made. Let's groove another soap and see how it looks like. Also note that if you are selling your soap to the persons in the market that do not have shade and sell under the hot sun, you need to consider some things. Can your soap melt under hot sun? If it does, do not put your soap inside a nylon material, because nylon retains heat and it will melt your soap and it will make your soap to sweat. If the person you are selling your soap to has a shade or a store and do not display their soap under the hot sun, you can actually sell your soap to them with the nylon. Look at how beautiful the soap looks like now. It now looks more like a mechanized soap. And depending on how you package it, let's take, for instance, you have a branded nylon with your details printed on it. It will actually look exactly like a commercial soap, and people will not even hesitate to buy it, and especially if your soap smells nice. So For those that cannot see the self-adhesive nylon, but you see this particular one that they use for packaging things like peanut and chin-chin, normally they use stapler to staple the ends and attach their label on it. So look at how I'm sealing it now. You just get a lighter or get a matchbox, light it up and just touch at the end. Once it has heated up a little bit, you just use your thumb and press the edges so that it can actually tighten up, and then you cut off the end. This is a very easy procedure you can do, and this is very smooth, neat and beautiful. We have a groove soap, we have a packaged soap, so why can't you sell this to somebody and they will buy it from you? I hope you are learning a lot from my channel, and I know by now you must have clicked the like button and subscribed to my channel, because I'll be teaching you a lot of things on this channel. This soap are the soap that we produce from our Profit in Bar soap class. If you have not joined that class, do well to send us a WhatsApp message with the number on the screen so that you can get enrolled.